Have you ever felt like your life was stuck, as if something was missing even though everything seemed to be in place? What if I told you that this might be one of the clearest signs that Jesus is about to bring a major breakthrough into your life? Yes, it may seem counterintuitive, but that unease you're feeling is often how Jesus prepares the ground for something extraordinary. He doesn't just plan changes, he orchestrates every detail to lift your life to a whole new level. In this video, you're going to discover 7 powerful signs that Jesus is moving heaven and earth to transform your story and take you higher. We'll talk about dreams that begin to reignite, challenges that once seemed insurmountable, and even unexpected connections with people who could change the course of your life. These signs aren't coincidences. They're living proof that He is at work. And no, you don't have to be perfect to experience them. You just need to stay tuned to what Jesus is saying. And the best part? When you recognize these signs and align yourself with what Jesus is doing, you won't just see external changes. You'll feel an inner renewal like never before. That sense of being exactly where you're meant to be, living the purpose you were created for, changes everything. So stick with me until the end, because this journey might just be the key to understanding what God is about to do in your life. Let's uncover the 7 signs that could change your life forever. First sign: restlessness and discomfort. There are moments in life when your heart feels too big for your chest, overwhelmed by a sense of restlessness. Have you ever felt like something was off, even when everything around you seemed fine? That feeling is a sign that Jesus is moving the pieces on the chessboard of your life. It's as if He's saying, it's time to step out of your comfort zone. At this stage, what once brought you peace and joy no longer makes sense. For instance, that job you thought was perfect might suddenly feel too small for the dreams stirring in your heart. When Jesus wants to bring something new into your life, He often creates this sense of discomfort to prepare you for a new season. Think of Abraham, who was called to leave his homeland and family to go to an unknown place. Genesis 12 verse 1. This discomfort is not something to fear, but to embrace. It's a reminder that Jesus has new challenges waiting for you. Perhaps it's time to ask yourself, what is Jesus trying to teach me through this restlessness? Picture your life as a plant growing in a small pot. For it to keep growing, it must be replanted into a bigger pot. That discomfort is the small pot pressing against your roots. Jesus is showing you that there's a larger space prepared for you. Instead of resisting the discomfort, view it as a sign from Jesus pointing you toward new directions. Many people ignore these signs and choose to stay in their comfort zones. But ignoring Jesus' guidance can delay His purpose for your life. Jesus doesn't want you to remain stagnant. He wants you to move forward in faith. And that journey begins with the courage to acknowledge that your comfort zone is no longer enough. So, are you ready to explore what lies beyond this discomfort? It seems like Jesus has something greater in store for you. Second sign: new directions and challenges. When Jesus decides to change the course of your life, He opens doors you never imagined while placing challenges that require faith and courage. It's in those moments that new directions appear, but they rarely come in obvious or comfortable ways. Remember Moses? He was called to lead the Israelites, but to do so, he had to face Pharaoh, cross the Red Sea, and deal with the doubts of his own people. Exodus 3 verses 10 to 12. Through these trials, God was preparing him for something greater, even when it seemed impossible at first. These new directions might take the form of unexpected ideas, a move to a new city, or even the need to invest in something completely different. A practical example might be the moment you feel called to switch careers, even though the fear of the unknown tries to hold you back. Yet, Jesus is already orchestrating everything, placing the right people in your path and preparing the resources you'll need. He's simply waiting for you to take the first step. And about those challenges, well, no one said it would be easy. Often, stepping into a new season means giving up resources or investing more than you think you can. It's like the parable of the talents. Matthew 25 verses 14 to 30, those who took risks with what they were given reaped greater rewards. If Jesus is asking for a sacrifice today, remember that he never asks for something without having a grand purpose behind it. The truth is, these new directions are like compasses pointing to the purpose Jesus has laid out for you. Every challenge overcome strengthens your faith and draws you closer to the dreams he's planted in your heart. So, how about starting to view these difficulties through a different lens? After all, each new challenge is just another piece in the puzzle of the new season Jesus is preparing for you. Third sign, a shift in perspective. Jesus has a unique way of transforming how we see life. When he begins to act, it's as though foggy glasses are replaced with crystal clear lenses, allowing us to see details we couldn't notice before. A perfect example is the story of Gideon. He saw himself as the weakest in his family, from the poorest tribe in Manasseh. But Jesus called him a mighty warrior and used him to lead an unlikely army. Judges 6 verse 12. This shows how Jesus sees something far greater in us than we often see in ourselves. Many times, this shift in perspective happens when we're pushed to step out of our routine. What once felt adequate suddenly seems too small. For example, someone might spend years content in a stable job until Jesus starts revealing greater opportunities they had never considered. It's in these moments that vision expands, and what once seemed out of reach now feels possible. This expanded perspective is the first step toward embracing a new season. The word of Jesus is crucial in this process of transformation. As Romans 12 verse 2 teaches us, we must renew our minds to experience God's good, pleasing, and perfect will. When this happens, dormant dreams can come back to life, and new projects may emerge. Have you ever noticed how a simple conversation or a single word can completely change the way you see things? Jesus uses moments like these to align your vision with his purpose. This change in perspective not only broadens horizons, but also builds confidence. It's like looking back and realizing that every difficulty you faced was part of God's plan for something greater. Interestingly, it's during this process of revelation that Jesus often begins connecting us with others who will play key roles in our journey. Have you noticed how these connections seem almost magical? Perhaps this is the next step Jesus is planning for you. Fourth sign, connecting with new people. When Jesus is about to do something new in your life, he often uses connections as bridges to take you to the next level. People you never expected to meet suddenly appear along your path. A perfect biblical example is Ruth and Boaz. Ruth, a foreign widow, found herself in Boaz's field, not by coincidence, but as part of God's plan to transform her story. Ruth 2, verse 3. In the same way, Jesus orchestrates strategic connections to lead us into a new season. These encounters often happen in unexpected ways. A conversation at an event, a professional recommendation, or even a friendship that comes from the most unlikely place. Imagine someone trying to expand their professional horizons and suddenly meeting an experienced mentor who offers valuable insights. That's not just luck. It's a sign that Jesus is orchestrating something bigger. So, stay alert. Every new person you meet could be a crucial piece in the puzzle of your purpose. However, these connections aren't always easy. Jesus often introduces us to people who challenge our thinking or push us to grow, even if it's uncomfortable at first. This might include a strict mentor, a demanding leader, or a friend who isn't afraid to point out your flaws. The purpose is clear. Jesus wants you to grow. As Proverbs 27 verse 17 reminds us, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Each person Jesus places in your life comes with a lesson or a purpose. Whether they inspire, teach, or open doors, these encounters are never random. And the more we connect with others, the more we realize we're not alone on this journey. Interestingly, these connections often prepare us to tackle challenges we once thought were impossible. Speaking of challenges, it seems like Jesus might be getting ready to put something big in front of you. Fifth sign, overcoming old challenges. One of the clearest signs that Jesus is bringing a new season into your life is when you begin to conquer battles that once seemed never-ending. Think of that struggle you carried as a heavy burden for years. Suddenly, something shifts, and you realize you're finally overcoming it. A classic example is Joshua and the Israelites, who marched around Jericho until the walls fell. Joshua 6 verse 20. It wasn't magic. It was obedience and faith that led to their victory. This breakthrough doesn't happen by chance. Jesus uses these moments to show that you're stepping into a new phase where promises start to unfold. Imagine someone who has been battling debt for years and, after a season of discipline and faith, finally achieves financial stability. That's not mere coincidence. It's Jesus saying, "You're ready for the next challenge." He doesn't just solve the problem. He prepares the ground for something greater. Overcoming old challenges also builds confidence in yourself and in Jesus. Each victory is a testament that He's in control, guiding every step. This can manifest in various ways: a restored relationship, improved health, or even professional opportunities that finally work out. These moments remind us that nothing is impossible for those who trust in the Lord. Mark 9 verse 23. Looking back, you'll see how the struggle strengthened and prepared you. Interestingly, conquering old challenges often opens the door to new ones. It might sound contradictory, but it makes perfect sense. Each obstacle you overcome increases your ability to face even greater ones. Jesus doesn't just remove problems. He equips you to live out His purpose with more strength and determination. Speaking of strength, have you noticed how these victories also reignite your passions and sense of purpose? That might be exactly what Jesus is planning for you right now. Sixth sign, renewal of passions and purpose. When Jesus is bringing a new season into your life, He renews your passions and purpose in a way that even the simplest tasks feel meaningful again. It's as though He breathes fresh wind into stagnant areas of your life. Consider Peter, who went from being a fisherman to becoming a fisher of men. Matthew 4 verse 19. Jesus didn't just give Peter a new direction. He reignited his passion for something far greater than he could have imagined. This renewal often comes at times of exhaustion. You may feel like you're at your limit, drained of energy or motivation, and then Jesus steps in. He ignites a new fire within you, awakening dormant dreams or sparking fresh ideas that fill you with excitement once again. Think of an entrepreneur who, after years of struggles, discovers a new product or approach that transforms their business. Jesus uses these moments to rekindle enthusiasm and breathe life into a renewed sense of purpose. The Bible shows us that this renewal is also tied to contentment. When we align ourselves with Jesus' purpose, a deep sense of fulfillment takes over, even during challenges. As Paul wrote, "I can do all things through Him who strengthens me." Philippians 4 verse 13. This strength isn't just physical, it's emotional and spiritual, enabling you to see each day as an opportunity to live out something greater. Have you ever felt at peace when doing something you truly love? This renewal is like an engine starting up again, but now with more power and direction. What once seemed impossible now feels exhilarating. You realize you're aligned with what Jesus wants for your life, and that brings an incredible sense of ease. But remember, this newfound lightness doesn't remove the need for sacrifice and discipline. In fact, it seems Jesus is preparing you to grasp just how vital these elements are for the journey ahead. Seventh sign, sacrifice and discipline. Whenever Jesus is about to bring a new season into your life, He asks more of you. Sacrifice and discipline aren't just lofty concepts. They're keys that unlock doors to a greater purpose. Think of Jesus, who gave up His heavenly glory and endured the cross out of love for us. Philippians 2 verses 6 to 8. Just as he set this example, Jesus calls us to let go of what holds us back so we can embrace the new. Yes, this might mean giving up habits, comforts, or even something you deeply cherish. Sacrifice isn't punishment. It's preparation for something greater. An athlete, for instance, sacrifices leisure time to train, knowing that discipline is what leads to victory. Similarly, Jesus uses these moments to shape our character and strengthen our faith. Maybe you need to give up a comfortable routine to learn something new or invest in a challenging project. The question is, are you willing to say no to the good so you can say yes to the extraordinary? Discipline is the glue that holds everything together as you move forward. It's not easy, but it's essential. Think of Daniel, who maintained his prayer routine even when threatened with being thrown into the lion's den. Daniel 6 verse 10. That consistency sustained his faith and brought him victory. In your life, discipline might look like waking up earlier to pray, setting clear goals, or reorganizing your finances to follow what Jesus is asking of you. It's a sign of your commitment to the new season he is bringing. Interestingly, sacrifice and discipline bring rewards far beyond what you expect. Those who follow Jesus' principles experience miracles, guidance, and a peace that the world cannot offer. But remember, these principles don't demand perfection. Jesus doesn't expect you to be flawless. He expects you to be faithful. As you embrace these changes, you'll begin to see that this new season isn't just a destination. It's a transformative journey. And it seems like you're ready to tie all of this together and take practical steps forward. Jesus is already moving the pieces around you, but he's waiting for you to take the next step. Are you willing to step out of your comfort zone, accept new challenges, and allow him to renew your passions and purpose? Remember, transformation begins with a simple yes to God's will. Think for a moment about the challenges you've already overcome or the dreams Jesus is reigniting in your heart. They're not there by accident. What have you done to honor the signs he's placing in front of you? Maybe it's time to reassess your priorities, dedicate more time to prayer, and seek the direction Jesus is providing. Nothing he does is random. Every detail has a purpose. Here's a question to consider. What sacrifices are you willing to make to step into this new season? It's not easy, I know, but the rewards are eternal. As you reflect on this, why not share in the comments which of these signs you're experiencing? Let's talk about how Jesus is working in our lives. Before you go, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you can continue receiving words that inspire your walk with Jesus. You're not alone on this journey. After all, what he's preparing for you is greater than anything you can imagine. Now, say it with me. I am ready to step into a new season.